If you are like most of my patients, you probably think you would know if your blood pressure was high. You will feel a headache, or maybe some tension in your neck, or just feel stressed. But the truth is much quieter, because hypertension is almost always silent. It isn't a feeling, it's a physical force. It's the literal friction of your blood running against your arteries walls. And if that friction stays too high for too long, your heart doesn't just wear out. It begins to get damaged while you're feeling perfectly fine. It's easy to forget that for most of human history, we had no idea that our blood was even under pressure. But in 1733, a curious clergyman named Stephen Hales wanted to find the truth. So what he did was he took a 9-foot glass tube and connected it directly to an artery of a horse. He didn't see any trickle. What he watched in absolute shock was that the blood shot up that tube. And in one daring moment, he proved that the heart isn't just a quiet pump, it's a high-performing pressure generator. And today we use a cuff and a screen, not a 9-foot glass tube. But I tell that story because it reminds us of the literal force living inside each and every one of us. When that column of blood is too high, it's not just a number on a screen. It's a physical weight that every single one of our organs, our brain, our kidney, our eyes, is forced to carry second by second every single day. Now think of your vascular system like a garden hose. Your blood pressure is really just a balance of two things: how much blood your heart is pumping and how much resistance it meets in your pipes. The top number, systolic. That's the pressure when your heart is working hard and contracting. The bottom number, diastolic. That's the pressure when your heart is trying to catch its breath and rest between beats. If your arteries are tight or stiff, the pressure rises. And this forces causes microscopic tears in the endothelium, and that's the thin silk lining of your arteries. Your body tries to patch these tears with cholesterol and calcium, and that's exactly how plaques begins. Over time, we've gotten wiser. We've realized that the old standard of 140/90 was actually letting too much damage happen. We want to see you constantly below 120/80. And once you are consistently above 130/80, we call that hypertension. And at this point, your risk of stroke or heart attack starts to climb. The danger is that your brain and your kidneys are incredibly resilient. They can adapt to high pressures for years without making any fuss. They won't complain until the filter in your kidney starts to scar or a vessel in your brain begins to bulge. And this is why we treat the data early, so we never have to treat the consequences later. Lowering your blood pressure is not just about hitting a target. It's about engineering a calmer, safer space for your organs to live in. Whether we are managing your salt intake, optimizing your deep sleep, or using the right medications to help those arterial walls relax, well, our goal is the same: to take the tension out of your system. Your heart should be a steady, rhythmic pump and not a pressure cooker. You have the power to control how much pressure your body makes. Let's help it choose a better path. I'm Dr. Peter. Let's find the right harmony for your heart together. What was your last reading? Let me know in the comments and tell me one thing that you're doing to bring that number down.